It's funny, I saw somebody write in all capitals, exclamation point, sus, question mark, question, like, where is he? How's it going? Ow, fuck, my elbow. Oh, I'm sorry. Ow. Oh, that was a bad one. That was right in the spot that just shuts you off for like a full 2 minutes. Why? Why does it always do that? Why is it always that same spot? It's always there. I couldn't try to do that if I wanted to again. Anyways, how you doing? Happy almost 4th of July. Not quite there yet, but it's tomorrow. It is very, very hot. It's currently... How hot is it right now in Vegas? It is... it's 112 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now. It is fucking brutal. So I'm sitting here drinking a cold drink. Somebody say only 112 degrees? I love it like this though. There actually might be something wrong with me. I really do like it. But hope you're doing good. Gonna play Sorcery today. I got a plan for this week, if you'd like to hear it. Can you please do the Steve Jackson's sorcery thing that you do sometimes? Wait, what did you say? I already did it. It's in the title. That's what the title is. Well, actually, hold on. It would be Steve Jackson's... Alright, I forgot to put Steve Jackson's in the front. Because it's Steve Jackson's sorcery. Yeah, you're right. I got it wrong. Mods. 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 Can you fix it? Yeah, so we're going to play Sorcery. Gonna kind of beat the heat today. Just gonna chill out, have some fun. I'm into it. I'm into it. So that's what we're doing today. Do this for like 3 or 4 hours. From there, on Thursday, we're gonna play Trepang 2. I believe that game has released. Gonna play it for a little while on Thursday. And then on Saturday, we're probably going to do a Browser Berry stream. Where I get a bunch of browser games and browser quizzes and just do Browser Berry. That's the plan. Let me go over the House Flipper stuff. Because a lot of people are saying, what are you talking about? Today's supposed to be the House Flipper Invitational stream. And yes, I agree. It's supposed to be today. But I forgot it was the 4th of July tomorrow. A lot of people, their timings, I didn't want to be like, hey, yeah, let's come to the House Flipper Invitational stream. I think it's just easier to get more people to be involved. So, next week, I'm planning for next week. I'll give you a date. Everybody else seems to agree that I've been talking to so far that next week is probably just better anyways. Shooting for probably the 11th. It might change, but it's going to be the week of the 11th. It's a delay Andy moment. Well, I wanted to get as many people as I could. So the more available people can be, the better. And I didn't want to go with scheduling conflicts with people. There's other stuff going on. There's 4th of July. And yeah, I figured it would just be easier to do it next week. I'm glad you moved it. I can only be here for like 15 minutes right now. That's another thing too. Yeah, let's get it away from the 4th of July. What happened to House Flipper? I think you just clicked on the stream 1 second ago. Yeah, which, I mean, look, the stream just started. I understand that. You may have just got here a second ago. Right at when I ended the last sentence. I did. All right, yeah, there we go. All right, so rewind literally 10 seconds. That's so funny. See, and now let me just, okay. This is amazing. I'm glad this happened. So you see now why I usually say, wait, I don't want to talk about something yet. We need to wait like 20 to 30 minutes into the stream. People are like, just fucking say it already. Oh, he's stalling. He's stalling. No, I want to wait. Oh, he wants to wait for people to, quote, trickle in. Yeah. Do you see now why we do this? You're a liar. You can't rewind. No, not trickle down. That's not what I just said. Yeah, you gotta let people trickle in. People have to open the stream. I look, some of you get here really quick. But for an announcement, we usually have to wait for people to get here. There's traffic. There is traffic. Just go. I am. All right, so here's the deal. Browser Berry this weekend, Trepang on Thursday, Sorcery today. Trepang is really good. I'm ready. Bark. Who's barking? Why are you barking? Stop barking at us. It's fire? Trepang is fire. All right. Yeah, the Sorcery Enjoyers Council. You can rejoice because I think a lot of you, and I have to give myself some credit here, a lot of you just thought, like, oh yeah, fuck this guy. We're like forcing him to play this. It's been a year since he played it last. He's just doing this to like shut everybody up that wants to see it, and he'll probably just never play it ever again. This is the third or fourth stream since we came back to it a year later. Do you see what's going on here? I would like you to say sorry to me. Because I saw comments that were like, oh yeah, I'm making these up by the way. Oh yeah, he's never gonna play it again. He's only doing it once. I made all those up. But I'd like the imaginary people to apologize to me, please. All right, let's go. You made them all up. You made up all... What'd you say? You made all those one comment up. What about Demon Souls remake? I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Can I tell you that I'm afraid to play the Demon Souls remake? Can we go over why? The Demon Souls remake. Go over it? Yeah, okay, all right. A lot of you saying no, but that's fine. It's my stream. So I put Demon Souls up in like the top 3 of From Software games. And I'm kind of afraid that I'm going to play the remake and it's going to be shown to me in full HD, in full color. That's not the case or something. It's scary to me. That's probably what is going to happen. Because I told you, I went back and played Dark Souls 3 off stream. And I have told you guys that Dark Souls 3 was like, oh man, it's definitely up in like the top 3, top 4 for From Software games. And I played through Dark Souls 3 and I was just like, I fucking hate this game. I was like, what happened? Why do I hate this? I love this one, don't I? I like really like this one. And then I played through Dark Souls 1 off stream again. And I was like, fuck, this is good. I hate this one though, don't I? I'm afraid to play Dark Souls 2. I'm going to play Dark Souls 2 and it's going to be my favorite game of all time. I'm afraid of that. Dark Souls 3 sucks. I don't think so. I really don't think so. But it's weird because okay. So Holly's sitting next to me and she's like, oh, we're going to sit down and hang out and play games on the couch, whatever, right? And it really did feel like every few hours, I would kind of glance over and be like, this area sucks. This is like one of the, everyone that kind of agrees this is one of the worst areas in the game. And it kind of felt like I was saying that for every area in the game. And I think she was like, what area is good? I'm like, well, I mean, that's good. I kind of forgot like what I liked about Dark Souls 3. Every few hours. Bro knows Dark Souls 3 sucks. No, it really doesn't. I just think, you know what I think it is? On a second, third playthrough of some of these games, you start to go, yeah, I remember that. I remember that guy that jumps out there. Yeah, what the fuck? Like when you know what the tricks these games play, you kind of are like, yeah, what the hell? Yeah, why would you do that to me? Why did you do that to me? It was new to me when I first played it, but like, yeah, now I'm doing it again. It's like, why would you do that to me? I'm so mad at you. All From Software games. And this is the thing, when you make like a From Software tier list, they're all good. They're all good. They all sit in this book of wonderful video games. They all suck. No, they don't. They're in a league of their own. Yes, they are. VR Josh just asked me, do you ever worry you get to an age where you just can't beat a Souls game anymore? Like you won't be able to beat Bloodborne again because your motor skills and reaction times have diminished? Yeah. I mean, no, that's a good point. It is. Like when Dark Souls 7 comes out, will I actually be able to beat it? Or will I go back and be like, yeah, I remember when I could do this. Wow, how was I? I was very... No, hold on, wait. This is like sports shit. If I could throw a football 100 yards when I'm like 25, when I'm 70, I can remember when I could throw the football 100 yards. I can't do that anymore, but I used to. I used to be able to do that. And yeah, that's fine. Like, oh, you should have seen me when I got up to the plate. I could hit a home run. It's like, Grandpa, you can't do that anymore, but you could before. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. You did this rant while fighting Melania. I'll be honest with you. I don't remember fighting Melania. I'll watch clips of that fight and the 6 hours that I over a few streams. I don't remember any of it. I don't remember that entire fight. I just remember I just don't know. I remember talking about how I put like a black and white filter on and was pretending that it was like back in like the 1920s or something. I don't remember much else. We don't want to talk about you getting old. It makes us sad. We all get older. Okay? It happens to everybody. It's happening to me right now. It's gonna happen to all of us. So why don't we talk about something a little nicer? Let's talk about the sunflowers and the update that you're not going to receive today because we're not ready to show it. But almost all the heads are open for the sunflowers. We've got all the colors. Not going to spoil it. For those of you that... it's really cool to do the sunflower loot box. Because you can get variety of sunflowers that are different colors. There's red. There's purple, yellow, brown. There's all kinds of varieties of sunflowers. So when you do the loot box, you just kind of pick random seeds and you put it in the ground, take care of them. You don't know what they're going to look like. You don't know what color they're going to be. So it's really, really cool to watch it go from seed, take months to grow. You see the head forming. You're like, what color is that going to be? That's going to be interesting. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. If you're, all right, if you're going to bat chest the sunflower shtick on this channel, be gone. Be gone, is what I would say. You don't bat chest the I'm sorry. That's not how this works. Be gone. Go. Go. You said loot box. Yeah, but I mean, I'm just making a reference to. Stop this at once. Yeah. Nature, bat chest, nature. I recommend to everybody take seeds, go from seed to full plant. They become like children. It was a little windy here recently, and I remember being like, our children, we have to save them. Okay, maybe we can block the wind out and save them. Like, they become like actual children. No, we don't want them. Our sunflowers are the wind is gonna take them. They're gonna be hurt by it. When you do it from seed to full plant, you're out there every day and you're making sure the soil is okay. What's the temperature like? What direction are they facing? How much nutrients have they taken in this week? It's actually remarkable. All jokes aside, I really do recommend that you do it. I feel like it changes your perspective on a lot of things. I feel like you really... It really does. When you see something grow over the course of a few months, and you did that, and you helped, I think it makes you think a little differently. Seriously. Yeah, with all my parcels of land. That's the thing. A lot of flowers and a lot of plants do very well in a pot. You don't need a whole lot of space. You need water, sunshine, and a decent little pot to put them in. Plant father, plant dad. God complex? Oh man, I really like, seeing the work you put into something and having it grow and you take care of it and you can, wow, like, I feel so happy about like contributing to nature, and what a God complex you have. You're growing weed. I'm not growing weed. I'm growing sunflowers, marigolds, and wildflowers. Okay? Can I start the stream already? It's been like 45 minutes. All right, let's go. Sorcery time. But we need to talk about it. I want to talk sometimes. This guy thinks he's inventing oxygen. What? See how windy it is here? You see, you hear that, right? All right, this is where we were. For those of you that need a little recap, we can do it quickly. As you see, the 7 serpents are coming after us. We did most of the swamp last time. We got some info on this is the earth serpent and the water serpent. We are on our way to go here. What did it say about the earth serpent? It said something, right? I don't think sunflowers produce oxygen. No, but they... Hey, look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And listen to this. What do they do? Yeah, I'm sure they do. All plants do. I was just reading a chat. I was reading a chat message. You just threw me off so bad. What was I going to say? Shit, there was a really important point there. Oh! And not only that, you get to, if you sit out there, and yes, I know, stalling, whatever. This is fine. It's just relax. You get to see, if you just sit out there and just kind of watch, we have these big, tall sunflowers, and you get to see kind of the whole world that you're not paying attention to. But when you start to pay attention, you start to recognize little creatures. There's a hummingbird that keeps coming back. And we recognize this hummingbird. It's like, it's the same one every time. There are a couple of, they're wasps, but they're, I believe there's bees, there's wasps. I think they're potter wasps is what we're seeing. And obviously honeybees and big bumblebees. You start to recognize, almost like individually you remember what they look like. It's like, wait, they're here every day. Nature is so cool with the bat chest. Well, let me tell you something. Yeah, that's okay. You go get a pot. You go plant a seed. Take care of it. And take a look at it. And make it a little hobby. And you come back and tell me how you feel. Go do it. Go do it. And when you fucking water that plant for the first time, really, when it's tall enough, and you see this thing just kind of come to life. It's like, wait, hold on, like an hour ago, your leaves were kind of a little bit facing down, but now they're way up in the air. You can see it in real time. It's like, holy shit. Wow. Cool. Jerma, we have human children. We understand. Do the wizard voice. You have... Okay. Oh, anyways. Down the slope we go to find what could be potential disaster waiting for us. You make your way. I like plants. You make your way down the mountainside slowly. Being careful. Wait, we didn't even do the recap. Yeah, we did. Alright, so we're going down here. The Lake Iklala. We had a run-in with the time serpent. The water serpent. Did we know what the weakness for the earth serpent was? It's probably in the, spellbook. Clues, where is it? Alright, the earth serpent. The earth serpent's weakness. Becomes weakened when it loses contact with the ground. Alright, so we need to... Probably gonna have to blow the horn. You're a fucking weirdo. Just wait till you have your own plants. I walked by plants like, oh, whatever, is this green thing that grows out of the ground. I was like that for years. But once you actually get in there and you take care of one and it grows from seed all the way, we have children. I don't care. Okay, we know what to do. Dude thinks he's the only gardener. I didn't say that. I'm just saying for those of you that have never thought about it, it's actually a really nice, interesting hobby. It's nice. It gets you outside, gets the sun in your face. You look up, you just kind of close your eyes and just like, ah. This is a crazy Dave take. We have children. You don't have children. I'm sorry. I don't know what the percentage of people that have kids in this community is. I don't know how high it is. Even if it's like 30%, even if it's 40 to 50%, that means half of you don't. It's probably like maybe 10% of everybody here. 20% maybe. All right, that was the plant podcast. Let's go. Oh, by the way, me and Holly were sitting outside, and a hummingbird flew and floated in front of us for like 10 full seconds, and it was magical. Yeah? All right, whatever. Yeah, what do you know? All right, you make your way down the mountainside slowly, being careful with your footing on the scree. The rising winds finger at your hair and cloak. The road down the slope passes a small stone house. The aged wooden door stands a crack ajar. Look inside. You peer inside the house. It is dark inside, but you can make out furniture coated by layers of dust. It seems that this place is no ruin, but it's clearly been uninhabited for some time. Enter. The door creaks on its worn hinges as you push it open. Now, where is this? My childhood friend once ate a huge bee. All right, yeah, that's nice. What do I say to that? Like, what, you like they opened their mouth and a bee flew in? What are you talking about? Yeah, was their name Eric? Was it your buddy Eric? Hold on, what does this person say? Sunflowers freak me the fuck out. It's like they see everything around them, and I swear once a sunflower called me a sunless loser or whatever. That was kind of funny. They move. They move around. If you look, okay, these sunflowers at 10 o'clock in the morning, they're facing a different direction. Then like 4 hours later, they have completely moved. They're facing a completely different direction. They move around. They're alive. They're alive, and we have to take care of them. Okay, anyways. It's because they're facing the sun. Yeah, they move. All right, the inside of the hut is simple, but as you saw, well kept. In the center of the room is a table with one wooden stool, and in one corner is a straw mattress cot. A cauldron sits in a hearth with a roasting spit above it. By the far wall is a sculling boat. Let's look in the cauldron. You peer into the cauldron, but if there was ever anything edible inside, it has long since turned to dust. The pot is quite empty. Under the table. You peer under the table, looking for trapdoors or long-lost items, but there's nothing of interest there. The boat. It is clear that the boat is an ornament, or else the owner intended to repair it, but made no progress. It has several planks missing, no paint, and woodworm has been burrowing constellations into its sides. But once it must have been a serviceable coracle. It is clear there is nothing here. You turn to go, and that is when you see the skeleton, tied to the wall above the doorframe. Leave quickly or look at the skeleton. Look at the skeleton. You stare up at it. The figure must have been a big man once. He has wide leg bones, now strapped with leather through iron pins hammered into the stone, and his shoulders are broad and stocky, now attached to hooks that still bear the trace of blood. His empty skull hangs low, socket staring at the floor. Aside from the gruesome nature, there is something very strange about it all. What can we do? We do zap. I don't know why we would electrocute the skeleton for no reason. Can I read the skeleton's mind? Bro, you don't even do voices anymore. What the hell? I'm the narrator. There is nobody. There's no quotes. There's nobody. It's not like the skeleton perks his head up and says, "Hello, traveler." Like there's no. I'm the narrator. The narrator doesn't have a funny voice. The narrator is telling you what's going on in the room. Why would I do big? Resurrect the dead. Should I resurrect this? Can I resurrect this guy? I have holy water. I think I only have one. Hold on, you're gonna see the background for a second. Sorry. Let's do it. You take the vial of holy water from your pack and cast your spell. The water begins to shimmer and shine with an inner light. Then you toss the holy water at the hanging skeleton. After a moment, the spell takes effect and the creature's head suddenly lifts up. The skull turns this way and that, and the arms tug at their restraints. Who are you? The skeleton's head snaps around as though searching for you. It tugs and pulls at its bonds once more, and its jaw flaps, but it seems unable to speak. All right, now we do tell. Yep, 100%. You weave the stars into order around you, pulling on the cloth skull cap as you do. The creature's thoughts enter your head, musty and confused, as though covered in dust. He seems to be in a state of terror, unable to breathe or see, but he believes these things to be the result of a powerful wind that has pinned him here against the wall, snatched his breath, and forced his eyes closed. What happened? You try to guide his thoughts back to before the wind began, and the last thing he remembers is an image of opening the door to reveal a towering coiled serpent that opened its mouth and created a hurricane. And that is all. The skeleton struggles and tugs, but it is clearly very dead, as the spell does not last long. After a few more rattles, it falls still. You leave the hut to continue your walk. Oh shit. Do we go try to confront? I think we can confront the Earth Serpent. Let's confront the Earth Serpent because I have the horn, which should make quick work of the Earth Serpent according to the clues. You pick your way down the slope and meet the old road. The sun continues to climb the steep sky. You stand in the foothills of the mountains. Looking east, the wide waters of Lake Iklala gleam in the sunlight. A high point in the rocks would make a good place to stop and eat. Just to the south is a deep fissure in the land, as though something gigantic had stamped its foot and cracked the earth. Throw the sun serpent orb into the fissure. How do we actually kill the sun serpent? Actually, I don't remember. I'm going to throw him in there, and he's going to just come out and kill us. Stir says you won't collab with him. I invited Stir to the House Flipper stream. What are you talking about? You're just making shit up. Okay. You stand in the foothills of the mountains. Yeah, okay. So should we look in the fissure? What do you guys want to do? Did it happen already? Nope. 4th of July is moving it to next week. I'm shooting for the 11th, July 11th. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to get a bunch of people there. I don't want to give you exactly who's going to be there because I don't know, and people have different schedules and trying to work around a lot. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Don't worry. It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a lot of fun. And look, and nobody has to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's a fun thing just to do. And if it works out, it works out. I think we're just going to look in the fissure. You didn't tweet this stream? I didn't? Oh, I didn't. It's just sitting here waiting to be tweeted. Does it really matter if I do this? All right, I did it. You know, I haven't... Can we talk about... I know this is like a podcast stream. I have not looked at like Twitter analytics to see if anybody even clicks on this. I just do it. I just tweet every stream. I don't even know if it's doing anything. I think I want to go look at this and see if... Oh, yeah, it's the engagements of your I'm just live right now stuff. Like 8 people clicked on it. I don't know. I have no idea. It's something that I just started doing and got used to doing. It became a routine nearly 10 years ago. So it's just like, oh, I tweet every time I'm live. But I won't tweet a banger like this. This is just the way it is. Yeah, I won't tweet a banger like this. Sitting on the toilet in the hotel, I glance over at the mirror. I see someone in the shower looking at me. I get into fucking attack mode, ready to elbow drop a motherfucker. It's one of those beveled edge mirrors that at the right angle shows two of you in different spots. Like, that one is pretty good, I think. Do I have to give context? All right. So, no, I don't have to give context. I was sitting on the toilet in a hotel one time, and I was just sitting there, and the mirror was like at a level where I could see the mirror sitting on the toilet. I look over, I see myself. The mirror had beveled edges, so it was like almost like a double kind of mirror. So there were two people in the mirror, and it looked like one of them was in the shower. And I was like, I have to fucking fight somebody on the toilet. I'm ready to fucking fight. I'm ready to attack somebody. And then it was like a half of a second. What does beveled edges mean? It means that there's I don't know. I just said it. It means that I could explain this. You got me under stress right now. A beveled edge mirror is there's a long rectangle. That's a mirror. There's a section that there's a gap in between another section that kind of sticks out. So it's technically like two mirrors. Do you understand what I'm saying when I say this? It's like got angled edges and there's a gap in between. You have to know what I'm talking about. It's like curved, like down a little. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. You're just saying this to make me look like a weirdo. Like a photo frame? Yes. But those edges were large, very large. It wasn't just like a little, like half inch or an inch. Those beveled edges were probably like 4 or 5 inches long. That's why this kind of illusion happened. We have kids. We know what a beveled mirror is. All right, let's go. All right, now no more discussions. I'm playing Sorcery. Move on. That's what I'm saying, and I'm doing it right now. You thought it was a two-way mirror? No, there were two heads in the mirror. I looked over. My head was in the bevel, and my head again was copied up in the actual mirror. Therefore, me thinking there was another person in the fucking room hiding in the fucking shower. So I freaked out for a tenth of a second. I was like, oh, that's just me. All right, let's go. You're so sassy today. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a really good mood today. So that's why I'm like this right now. I'm in a very like talkative. I'm in a good mood. All right, here we go. You stride boldly to the edge of the fissure and peer over the edge to look for the serpent. You can see nothing but an endless drop. Didn't it say that the serpent was in the fissure? It did, right? Hiding in a fissure. Okay. Yeah. This piece of shit's in here. Try step back. You keep watching. Suddenly, a rock explodes out of the ground just a few spans from where you stand. It begins to roll down the slope towards the fissure, but then abruptly it stops, reverses direction, and begins to roll towards you. Do I just stay still? Dodge left or dodge right? I'm a dodge left guy. If you've watched any From Software playthroughs, I seem to only dodge left and back. Yep. You dodge left and the rock shoots past you, impacting into dust against an overhang. The rumbling is growing louder. An even bigger explosion is coming. Could do shield. Can I do wall? Magic protection. Fog. Summon darkness. That's an interesting one. Create a force field. That might be helpful. I can't float. I could blow the horn. I don't think I want to blow the horn right now, though. We haven't seen the serpent. I don't want to burn through his stamina either. Doze is slowness. That might be a good idea. Slow everything down. Will that slow me down? Force field seems the smartest. But it's also 3 stamina. Yeah, let's go for it. You cast the spell, forming a shimmering force field around your body. You should be protected from all but the most serious injury now. Just in time, the rock surface explodes, and you are showered with falling stones. They bounce harmlessly off your force field. But you are knocked off your feet all the same. The ground opens up directly where you fall, forming the shape of a freshly dug grave. In the bottom of the pit. Okay. You're at the bottom of a deep pit. Dust and small stones are still raining over the lip. With a pop, your force field shimmers out of existence. Look around. The walls of the pit are smooth, not carved, as though this pit had been drilled. There's no way to climb out. The earth below is creaking and hissing with steam. You're about 9 feet below the rim of the pit. You may be able to jump and grab the edge, but it is unlikely. Suddenly, a rocky protrusion breaks through the pit floor. It glows red. It is boiling hot. Look at the spike. The spike of rock sticks up from the floor. It glows a deep and boiling red, and steam rises from its sides where it touches the cold air. As you consider your options, you feel something bite your ankle. Uh-oh. Doc, this is not poisonous, is it? I don't have a potion. Zen. I could hover. That might not be a bad idea. Fix caused fixedness. You should use Sorcery. Not a bad idea. Mud. I don't want to waste my sand. I'll float. Let's hover. You craft the enchantment, and the medallion begins to glow as you rise gently into the air. Float out of the pit. You float up out of the pit, which fills with burning hot rocks and lava just as you escape. Okay, outside the pit. You are out of the pit, but the danger is by no means past. Cracks are radiating across the ground. One opens between your feet. I feel like we wait. Should I jump clear? What do you think? I think I'm going to wait. Wait. You wait. The crack opens below you and you tumble into a fissure in the rock. Oh, God damn it. Pray to the ape. You close your eyes and raise a prayer to the ape. A moment later, another crack opens, collapsing one wall of the space that holds you. You scramble quickly out. Turning, you spot a large boulder on top of the rise where you pause to rest teetering. God damn it. Where is this motherfucker? Dodge left. You prepare to dodge, but find something is holding your leg. A small green snake has wrapped itself around your ankle and is attempting to bite. Run it through. You draw your sword to run the creature through when suddenly it begins to grow in size. The skin blisters and breaks, and a huge winged serpent made of crystals and rock coils up, spitting stone shards as it hisses. This must be the earth serpent itself. Throw something at it. I don't think we do anything. We just blow the horn. Weakness, we know it. We have the item still, right? Great wind, yeah. If you don't have a gale horn, this is pretty scary. Create stench. Cause speed. Yeah. We know, we have the clue, we know what to do. Here we go. Blow the horn. Reaching up to the constellations, you create the spell, raising the gale horn and blowing a shrill note. A powerful wind is summoned, striking the wings of the snake and lifting it up into the air. The serpent roars and hisses, but once off the ground, everything changes. The earth settles, and the serpent itself shrinks once more to the size of a small snake. Should I let it land, or should I just strangle it? Let it land? I don't know if I want to... I could... No, I don't think so. I think we have to kill it right now. Strangle. You catch the creature's throat in one fist and throttle the life from it. It rattles, gasps, and then hangs limp from your fist like an old rope. The earth below is still. You have now defeated 4 of the 7 serpents. Your weight returns and you settle gradually back down to the ground. The rocks around are smooth and unbroken. The whole thing might have been a dream, but for the piles of stone dust that cover the ground. Gather some dust. You gather up the stone dust into your pack. You've dealt with more than half of the deadly serpents. Nice. Very nice. Hey, there's another one apparently right here. But... Alright, what do you guys think? Can we get a poll, maybe? Go deal with the water serpent, or go up to the town. Town seems to be doing pretty poorly. Can we get a poll? I feel like I'm not sure. I feel like it could go either way. Go up to the town or down to this water serpent. Get 60 seconds. Maybe that's enough time for me to go pee, because I forgot to before I started streaming. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. That was quick. All right, up to the town. Let's go. I told you it was gonna be quick. Pants around ankles, standing pee. Oh, God. You wash your hands? What? Yes. What's your pee stance? We're not getting into... Can we bring up the sunflowers again? We're not getting into pee stances. But if you must know. Left hand on left hip. I'm not even going to continue this. No. There are some, like, just dumb little non sequiturs and jokes that I will say, and then people go, "Oh my God, that's what he does," and then you'll post about it everywhere. It's like, no, you're not gonna get it out of me today. Okay, we're gonna go up to the town. Do you stand like Superman? Yeah, and I go. And I'd sing that song until I'm done. All right. 95% of the shit you hear is a joke. All right, we all know that. Just relax. The road curves gently as you follow it. Mid-afternoon heat makes the air damp. The stone underfoot turns into carved slabs, buried by layers of dust. It seems you are walking along what once was a wide, flagstoned road. You pause to look in the cracks between the stones. Sorry. You pause to look in the cracks between stones, hoping to perhaps find a gold piece or two buried under the topsoil. But there is nothing. This place has been scoured bare by the wind of centuries. Looking northwards, you can see the northern reaches of the Zanzunu Peaks. Somewhere there lie the ruins of an ancient city of Timpang, once filled with the Archmage's most devout followers. Interesting. Follow the road. You follow the old road. The afternoon is drawing on. A little dust blows across the surface of the ancient road. Suddenly you hear the sound of hoofbeats. Something is coming towards you along the old stones. The next thing you know, you are knocked flying by a low armored creature. It is a roach pig. Spell. This is just automatic. It's jig every time. It's automatic. If you have the flute, it's automatic. You pull the bamboo flute out and start to play. The pig abruptly halts its charge and then awkwardly shuffles up onto its hind legs and begins to sway from side to side. Dance until it drops or dance it away up the road? Just up the road. Just get out of here. You keep playing, directing the creature to hop, skip, and run along the old flagstones until it is far out of sight. Its wobbling, bloated form makes for quite a cheerful sight. When it is out of sight, you lower your pipe, and you continue on your way. Let's go. Follow the road. The road curves gently as you follow it. The evening is drawing in. It will be night soon. The road passes between the pillars of a ruined stone gate and then opens out into a wide plaza of low ruins. Look at the gate. Oh, look at the ruins. Door frames jut from the unforgiving sands. Windows stare like dead eyes from buildings molded into the rising cliff itself. This place must have been magnificent once. But now even the specters must have been shredded by the wind. Somebody just said, I hate you. Will you just chill out? Just chill out. It's all right. Just relax. We can just, it's all right. Just relax. All right. The pillars were maybe once carved. One is set with what looks like a jaguar. The other some kind of winged goat. Perhaps this place was once walled, but there's nothing there now. The pillars are covered in patches of green moss. Ooh, this is edible. It's wet and pungent. Just, yeah, let's eat it. You pop the moss. We've eaten this moss before. You pop the moss into your mouth and chew. A moment later, you are gagging and choking. This moss is foul and disgusting, with a flavor like rotting meat. You spit the moss on the ground. Wrong moss. Yellow moss was the edible one. Oh. Well, it's okay. The silent city echoes to the sound of your footsteps on the road. You are aware you are headed away from Zaman and not towards it. But perhaps the ruins of this place will have something to aid you. Let's check it out. I know we're going to be going here. You follow the outline of a street into the first of several open plazas. It seems this was once a city, hewn in vertical layers into the northern cliff face itself. Now, it is as though a great clawed creature has scratched it from existence. A few dwellings remain, but most are broken pillars. Only one structure remains standing, a tower that rises somewhere to the west. The sun lowers towards the horizon. Soon it will be dark. The foul flavor of the moss from the gate has still not quite left your mouth. Okay. Every time I've watched your streams, I've done so while eating a burrito. When you read that last passage, when you read it, about eating moss, I started salivating. I now have a Pavlovian response to your streams in which I crave meat and tortilla. That's well, as long as you're eating well, okay? You can see my background for a sec. Okay. You're unconsciously, yeah. Now I'm craving meat and tortillas. Look what you did. Everybody right now is like, oh my God, that sounds so good. You just did that to everybody here. Think about that. Think of the power you just have right now. Okay, the ruins of the city are quite extensive. Whatever happened here is... it happened to me. Give me a sec. All right. Whatever happened here... Carne asada? Is that what you're talking about? Because, damn. Whatever happened here, it scooped away great sections of the city. As though the streets were raked by gigantic claws. The grandest houses are those near the cliff face. Further from the slope, the dwellings become smaller and less remains. Clouds rumble as they roll across the dimming sky. Okay. I'm going to go up here first, because it's closest. We made 5 minutes of progress in an hour. Yeah, but the first, 30 minutes was we were doing a podcast. The High City. You head upwards towards the cliff face, jumping over cracks in the ground, and then clambering from the roof of one building into the gaping doorway of the next. Mosaics in the floor and painted walls speak of great wealth, but their patterns can no longer be discerned. Let's search. You search every corner and look through every window and crack, but you find nothing. It seems that when whoever lived here left, they took everything they could carry with them. On the highest street above the city, you find a house, perhaps the grandest so far, whose stones are daubed in bright red paint. Go inside. You look inside the walls of the red-painted house. Nothing remains, of course, just the outlines in the stone of a small room, with a fire pit at the back. Something white lies in the hearth, perhaps the remains of something long since burned. You go over to the fireplace, and what look at first like discarded dice turn out to be a set of teeth. You turn them over in your hands, trying to place what creature they are from. Giant, a goblin, a snatacat, ape, human. I don't know. We have plenty of goblin teeth. We have a few giant's teeth. Can we even do anything with the ape teeth? Snatacat, maybe? Ape? No. Ape teeth are like human teeth, only larger, and these are sharp and curved. Snaticats, then. Of course. They have the curved, talon-like profile of a big cat's tooth. You have found 3. For what use they are. Let's take them. You place them in your pack. You now have 7 teeth. Quite a collection. Alright. Get going. You continue along the curving street until you pass a large doorway in the surprisingly intact ruins of a hall. Lying in the doorway is what looks like a massive, oversized finger. Look at the finger. A dead giant, perhaps. If so, you might be able to acquire a few more precious teeth to add to your collection. You follow the line of the finger inside the building along the length of an arm that disappears under a pile of rubble and stones. Kick the finger. I feel like I should do this in case it's still alive. You kick the finger and nothing happens. Okay, just in case. Unbury the arm. You go over to the rubble and begin to haul it away. Once you have cleared a few rocks, you begin to see the first wisps of thick hair from the giant's beard underneath the stone. If he is in fact dead, he cannot have died too long ago. Maybe he's not dead. Keep working. You keep working, removing stones with an aim to reaching the giant's lower jaw. But after removing a flat slab of stone from across his mouth, you are struck by a hot, wet blast of breath. The giant is not dead at all. He is sleeping. Creep away. I've got to get out of here. What can I do? Should I just cast Zap? Like into his face? No. Sharpened blade? No. I don't want to attack. Turn to stone. Create an invisible wall. Float in the air. Just go big? Alright, fine. It's only 1 stamina. I mean, it counters... It counters Yob. Let's do it. Uh-oh. You cast a spell swelling to tower over your surroundings, but your spell casting has clearly agitated the creature. It wakes instantly, roaring to its feet, throwing aside the rest of the stone that has fallen on it during its sleep, and grabbing a club from nearby. This is bad. I mean, at least, even with big, I'm up to his chest. I only have 5 stamina. I can't. I have to defend. Oh, what? The giant shakes the ruin with a roar. The giant swings its club and comes for you, determined to crack open your bones. You raise your sword to cover your enormous body as he tries to push you back with his great hand. You are mostly unhurt. He raises his club across his body defensively. Defensively. Let's say like, I don't know, maybe like a... He might be doing 0. I'm going to do 1.7. That's all right. Lumbering in, you move in, aiming to trap the giant against the far wall of the street, teasing the giant with a passing blow, wearing him down. He flicks your attack neatly away with his club. He is left breathless, but otherwise unharmed. Smelling your fear, he stomps the ground with one enormous foot, growling. He's coming in big. Really? You've got so much stamina to attack power to work with. You drop down, protecting yourself as best you can, as the giant swipes its terrible club. You step back, you are largely unscathed. Jerma, I think you meant large inhale in the title. No, I didn't. Steve Jackson's Sorcery. That was correct. Four. Oh, I'm dead. He's fucking crushed my head. You attempt an attack and suffer for it. The giant raises its enormous club and brings it crushing into you. The gigantic club catches you square on the side of the head. That cracking sound is your skull, splitting apart like a fruit. This might be really hard with only 5 stamina. Alright, small, but like 3.3. That should... alright, 2. He stomps the ground with one enormous foot, growling. I'm going to go for 6.3. That was unbelievably enormous. Now I have to play it tactically. You strike again, readying a massive blow that could part stone. You stomp forward as the giant swings for your head. The giant stumbles suddenly. He is weakening. Enraged by your attack, he beats his club against his palm, readying himself. I'm going to defend. Smart. Okay. You are just in time to move away to one side. You are mostly unhurt. He raises his club across... He's, okay, defensively. 3? 4? Something... Let's go 1.0. Alright. Lumbering in, you move in and aiming to trap the giant against the wall. Okay. He is left breathless, but otherwise unharmed. His stupid eyes are watching you closely, not wanting to take a risk. Okay. I'm going full blast because I'm going to defend next one. That was a mistake on his part and he's dead. Should have defended. You lunge forward again, preparing a massive swing that could cleave a tree trunk. You pound for your opponent. Then your sword slips between the giant's ribs, and he falls, gasping his last in a noise like a gushing waterfall. Sorcery. And he dies. You stagger back, wiping the sweat from your brow and regarding the fallen creature. It is far from its Shumentanti home. It must have become lost out here. Now it will never return. Take its teeth. You go to remove the giant's teeth, but before you can get your sword into the lower gum, the body of the creature begins to shrink by almost a hand span. A moment later, it shrinks again. Get the teeth quickly. You hurry over, aiming to work more quickly, and have time to pry loose one tooth before the creature's mouth is shrunk to a normal human size, and you're unable to fit the blade of your sword into its mouth. But the tooth on the floor has shrunk as well. Soon you are lying by a dead body, holding one of its incisor teeth in your hand. Huh? This is a normal guy. I'm keeping it. You shove the tooth into your pouch, though it is a macabre souvenir of this poor wretch. Then you leave the body for whatever wild beasts inhabit these ruins at night. Your loop of the upper city is finished. Gradually, you shrink back down to your normal size. The sun is all but gone. It'll be dark soon. What? Macabre? How do you say it? Isn't that how you say it? How do you say it? Macabre? It's macabre. It's not macabre? The R is silent. It's French. Did I just... Okay, wait. Did I just jalapeno that? Did I actually just jalapeno that? Oh, take one of those jalapenos, jalapenos. Oh, fuck. It's all right. You slightly did that? All right. I don't want to turn this on because this is going to bring the city back to normal. So let's go this way. You walk through the ruins of the buildings that spread across the floor of the valley. One seems to be a large warehouse, though whatever was stored here has been taken by the winds long ago. Keep exploring. You pick your way over a low wall and through the shattered outline of a family home. A vague depression in one corner indicates an old fire pit. Take a look. You scratch in the dirt of the fire pit for a time, but find nothing beyond a few shards of broken pottery. You leave the old house by what was once the doorway. Scratched on the doorstep is a chiseled mark, perhaps a drawing of some kind. You squat to examine the marks. They were perhaps once more detailed and are almost worn away by the scoring dust. A cat, large and striped, is curled up into a ring for warmth. I mean, we could do the classic. Fireball. Warmth, right? Maybe I could throw a fireball into the... That makes sense. It's a lot of stamina, but it makes sense to me. How is safe passage, but I don't think that'll help us, really. You only have one stamina left if you do that. Do I, though? Oh. My crutch is gone. I can't use this anymore. I've been using this as like such a crutch. The ape is far from you now. Oh, because I prayed like 20 minutes ago. I don't have any wait. Do I have any healing potions? Did I drink them all a full game ago? There was one point where I had like 5 healing potions. Did I really drink them all? I have no food either. Really? You lost them in the water. Ah, before, yeah. You're starving, dude. I know. But welcome to Sorcery. There's not a McDonald's anywhere. A large cat is curled up into a ring for warmth. It's definitely hot. I'm doing it. I'll have 1 stamina, Andy. That's fine. That was a pretty lazy Andy. Yeah, I don't... Why did I even say that? That was very lazy. Fireball. Looking to the stars, you craft the magic, creating a ball of flame between your hands. The firelight gleams and flickers on the old stone walls, showing up the deep crevices and scoured stones. Every wall looks as though it was scraped by long clawed nails. The firelight also gleams off something green, trapped in a crack of stone. Investigate it. You go closer, perhaps pushing away the dirt with your fingertips. Perhaps was not there, but whatever. To uncover a gold jewel jammed between two stones. Perhaps this is where perhaps was, and I put it up in the other sentence for some reason. Perhaps it fell here, or perhaps someone wished to hide it. Perhaps happens more than once in the second sentence. My brain decided to... That was weird. Okay, let me read this again. So, because there's people that are probably audio only right now that are like, what the fuck did he just say? You go closer, pushing away the dirt with your fingertips to uncover a gold jewel jammed between two stones. Perhaps it fell here, or perhaps someone wished to hide it. Okay. Let's dig it out. You set to work with your fingertips to dig the treasure free. It's tiresome work, but eventually it comes loose. You cannot quite believe your eyes. The jewel is an ingot of solid, smoothly worked gold. It is likely to be both valuable and useful in spellcasting. A clever find indeed. The fireball finally gutters and goes out with a pop. You move away from the building with the carved step. Another night begins and you are suffering badly. You need to rest, especially after going all day without food. I actually might be soft locked. Because I need to sleep. If I get hurt by anything, I have to rewind to here. But that's not true. I would need to rewind before I casted the spell. Maybe even back to the giant. Do the beacons heal you? I don't think they do, but it's a safe place to rest usually. Let's just go. Tower will give you stamina, does it? But all the towers aren't the same. There might be something in here that hurts me. You follow the line of a broken street until you reach the base of the tower. Somehow, amidst all the leveled buildings,